In the meantime, if you are just now joining us, we want to bring you up to speed. Some stunning development now from the criminal courthouse in downtown Memphis, where the jury in the trial against 3 former Memphis police officers have found all 3 officers not guilty on all 21 counts. Let's get more reaction now with our Alex Coleman, who's standing by with Pastor Keith Norman.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. Dr. Norman, the fate of those 3 Memphis police officers in the hands of a jury from not here in Memphis and Shelby County. Was this an issue of culture? What do you see?
I do think it was an issue of culture, and I do think it is an issue where you had 12 people that were taken away from their environment, transplanted in an area where they've heard so much negativity about, and they believe that there's probably so much crime. You don't really get a pure jury in this situation. Let's be clear about that. Maybe they weren't as well versed on the Tyre Nichols issue, but the idea of crime in Memphis. And does this type of policing rise to the level of saying this is what we need to do in order to control crime? We had 12 people here, 8 of which were female, 4 of which were male, and they were all Caucasian individuals, none of them African American, none of them having similar type experiences and encounters with police. So I do think this was a culture issue that is going to make a big difference, and I think you're going to have many, many years of debate about this.
When we look into the Department of Justice, looking into the city of Memphis, the police department, what does this also say about policing with the outcome of this case?
Well, I believe there was a word that was used in an earlier segment, reasonability. And the line of reasonability has been stretched too far. If we can look at this video and justify the actions that were taking place and say that any use of force that rises to this magnitude is reasonable in order to bring a suspect under control, even when the police department came out and said this was way too far, and then to come back and try and justify it, even with an expert testimony from a witness who said this is the type of force that we need or is justifiable or reasonable in order to bring a suspect under control. If that is the case, then we've taken the line of reasonability far, far too long. I mean, it's gone, it's blurred, it's a blurred line. This is reminiscent of things that we have seen from Rodney King. This is stuff that we've seen over the years where we've seen this in other places around the United States. And now Memphis, unfortunately, is on that particular list where something like this can occur and we can say everybody walks away, or the 3 men in this case walk away.
How do you see Memphis as a community, as a city, as a whole reacting to this?
I see Memphis as still hopeful. I believe, first of all, I want to take my heart out and my hat off to Ms. Ravon Wells and the Wells family. They have always been very kind in asking people to stay calm. I do believe, though, there will be more conversations, and there will be very reasonable conversations about this. I think police reform has been an issue in Memphis for a long time, and to suggest that this type of action can be justified in any way and that you can get 21 not guilty counts on this particular case out of this, there has to be more conversation about it. We can't have this as a staple in our community.
What does this also say, though, about justice for Tyre?
I don't believe it says much about justice for Tyre, unfortunately. I believe that in this case, the opportunity for justice for Tyre was not necessarily in over adjudicating this particular case to the point that we were just throwing people's lives away, but to have fair verdicts. I think we missed an opportunity. There was 1 or 2 opportunities where if we did not go for 2nd-degree murder, facilitation was an option. But if you listen carefully to the closing arguments, one of the lines that was said was, this is not facilitation, by the prosecutor. I don't think we should have ever thrown that out there for the jury to consider. We should have allowed the jury to consider everything that was before them. I think they believed they had such a strong case and that they tried it, with the video, and that video was going to speak, but it did not do all that it was supposed to do.
Because we have definitely seen 2 very different outcomes.
We have.
The federal case and now, Dr. Norman, the state case.
Yes, we have seen 2 very different outcomes. The federal case was one way. It got more of what they tried it on the base of, but then the state case, not nearly as much.
All right, Dr. Keith Norman, thank you very much as
always.
Greg.